Brandon Gaudin here to tell you about what's new in gameplay for Madden NFL 17. This year, the team focused heavily on three specific areas: the ground game, zone defense, and special teams. We have overhauled ball carrier locomotion, momentum, and balance. The special move system has been completely rewritten around a new defender fake-out system. We've added new feedback systems and an auto-move setting on rookie and pro difficulty levels to help users master the new systems. Finally, we have tackle battles, which will trigger a prompt that gives users more control to influence the outcomes of certain tackles. Defensive gap play is new to Madden 17, and it fundamentally changes the run game. Defenders now have true gap assignments, which result in moving blocks and cutback lanes. Finally, there's a new defensive auto flip feature, which ensures your defense is always aligned to the strength of the offense. We've expanded our zone coverages big time, going from 4 types to 13 unique zones. Pattern matching concepts are now featured throughout our defensive playbook, so you will find a wide range of strategic options to shut down whatever your opponent throws at you. And last but certainly not least, special teams. The new kick meter features 3 button presses, 1 to start the meter, 1 to set power, and the final press to set accuracy. Kick blocks and trick plays have also been added, so strategic special teams play calling is now a major factor in determining the outcome of games. So there you have it, Madden NFL 17. It's the most complete, deepest gameplay experience in franchise history. So what are you waiting for? Let's go. Get out there and show the Madden world what you've got.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Jaguars going up against the Cowboys. With that, we'll send you out to Arlington, Texas. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Shift together here from the D-line. First carry for Chris Ivory. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. The play clock's running down. Bortles. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Time running out here on the play clock. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They come up in an offset eye. Following the interception, here's Prescott. That is caught inside the 5. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Dez Bryant, certainly one of the go-to guys, if not the go-to guy for this offensive unit.
One of the most talked-about players in the league, as well as one of the most productive receivers. He attacks the football downfield.
2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And he puts it through. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster. Jacksonville coming back out on offense. They made a coaching change shortly after their loss in Week 15, but let's look at what they have to build on going forward. This year, all is lost. As they go forward, what do they have to build on?
Well, I think you look at the defense to start off, okay? I think that they did a nice job in the draft. Remember last year, Jalen Ramsey was a top pick for them playing out on the corner. Miles Jack came in to help them. They got Dante Fowler back from injury. Then you flip it over and you say, okay, what's going to happen with the quarterback? Blake Bortles is the key to everything for a new coach. If they get things right with him, this team has a chance to get better in a hurry.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. In motion now is Lee. Play clock winding down. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Lee's got it over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Morris Claiborne is a former first-round pick at quarterback with skills that can match up with anyone when he's at his best.
2nd down now after the pass completion. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down. 5 yards to go. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Week 15 for Marquise Lee. That was interesting. Held to 0 catches, but a 100-yard kick return, so he balanced it out okay.
Almost like he was back in college at USC because he did so many things for USC that way. Whether it's a kick return game, catching passes, he was a threat every time he touched the football. But how about the season he has been having as a receiver for Jacksonville? Leads him in receiving yards, which I think is a little bit of an upset. Most people thought it'd be Allen Robinson or Allen Hurns.
Bortles now on 1st down. They set up the screen to Ivory. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Yeah, I think the blitz there really disrupted the draw.
Yeah, and it's usually when you catch them in a blitz, the draw works pretty well. If you're the offensive coordinator right now, that's visor throwing time, isn't it? Because that's supposed to work in a big way.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down, surveying the field, and he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Avery Jones with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Halfback sent in motion. Prescott now on 2nd down. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. That one goes for 24 yards. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come out here in the eye. They run with the fullback Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll be a Dallas first down. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. No gain on the play there, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They come out with one back and three tight ends. Second down, Prescott. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Looking back at Week 15 for Witten, 10 catches, which was a season high, moved him past Terrell Owens into 7th place on the all-time receptions list.
And how about how Dallas just moves the ball around, Brandon? I mean, Jason Witten had 10 catches in this game. He's had games this year where he hasn't caught very many passes, but I think he's heating up as they get closer to the playoffs. And let's face it, for any young quarterback, a big-time tight end is almost always going to be his best friend.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. Throwing, Prescott. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They come up in an offset eye. Looking to throw. Prescott. Buying time to his left. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go now. Left.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Throwing is Bortles. They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Allen Hurns, 55 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. Room here to run.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. And the back goes into motion. A first down throw for Prescott. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat-out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Now Prescott. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They come up in an offset eye. First and goal here from the 2. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And his kick is good. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Bortles to throw on second down. Finding time. He's going to loft one deep left. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Robinson, 72 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. He's got time. He's going to go up top again. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Prescott into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devon House. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see that sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the 2nd level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Bortles. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And the wideout in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Looking for someone to throw to. Dancing to his left. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They come up in an offset eye. On second down, Elliott. Oh, the hurdle. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it's a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up 4th.
Dante Fowler just made a play that he can be really proud of there. Nice tackle for loss, and what a relief it is for him to be back on an NFL field after missing his entire rookie season with a knee injury.
I think the entire defensive unit is relieved that he's out there. And he did get it back, I do think, yes. So no turnover on the punt, and it'll be a first down. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll try to get the running game going here with Ivory. Cuts it out to the sideline. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Back to the ground on first down. Again, Ivory. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
The play clock's running down. Now Bortles throwing us. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cedric Thornton in there to get him for a loss of 5. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Brandon, I think the NFL in recent years made an absolute brilliant tactical decision, and that was to move a lot of the divisional games to the end of the year in hopes that it would mean something. And, you know, remember at that time it was, hey, we don't want people to rest players down the stretch. Well, I think it's worked brilliantly because we've got some big-time games potentially showing up here at the end of 2016.
Adds intrigue in some big games. Intrigue also, though, because even if you've got two teams that maybe are having bad seasons, they're usually rivals, and that helps at the gate.
It certainly does. Helps in a lot of ways. Even if you're not playing for a playoff spot, as you said, if you're a rival, it still gets the interest of the fans.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Third down now following the completed pass. Time running out here on the play clock. Now Bortles. It's caught right side. It turns. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's Prescott, the Cowboys' all-time receptions leader. Jason Witten, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. He's going to, oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
He's going to let it go again. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
After the success they had on the second play of the drive, I think they were trying to recreate it with that pass, weren't they?
Yeah, they were trying to go a little tic-tac-toe, 3 plays and in the end zone.
I like that. Can I just put the X in the middle to block as the defense just did there?
Sure. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. A give to Elliott. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
A first down carry by Elliott. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. The give is to Elliott. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Halfback sent in motion. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Let's go.
And the back goes into motion. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And that is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The drive begins with a run by Ivory. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give them 18 on that one. And the Jags are going to have a first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Again, they run. Again, it's Ivory. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Play clock winding down. On second down, Ivory. They find some open field here. The 20. 23 yards on the play.
When you see a big-time run to the outside, it always comes back to setting the edge, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and they were perfect in setting the edge there.
And the funny part is, both sides of the ball talk about it. The offense has to set the edge so you can get outside. The defense wants to set the edge to control things so they can kick the run back inside.
Offense wins there.
Offense won big.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. Go, go. Black 58 rail. Black 58. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Ace.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is TJ Yeldon. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Yeldon, the lone running back. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Bortles now to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. And quickly, they get to the line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the chains are on their sides. It's first and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Ivory, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Bortles going to look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Robinson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now come the Cowboys. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
That's a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong. He's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Miles Jack, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Prescott to throw it. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now a first down following that long gain. 1 man in the backfield, Elliott. Prescott on first down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On first and 10, Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. Only 1 timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have 1 timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chin.
Now he's hit, and Bortles fumble. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with 1 in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Big D.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Eagles going up against the Jets. With that, let's send you up to MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. We're standing by as our announcing team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Jets. Wentz now on first down. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third. On third and long, it's Wentz. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking to hit Ryan Matthews there out of the backfield. That'll bring up second down. And the tight end, Zach Ertz, is key in this offense as we get a look at the starters.
Comes out of the factory known as Stanford, which keeps putting out tight ends. Zach Ertz, one of the better ones we've seen in recent years.
On second down, Ryan Matthews. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Play fake to Matthews. Now it's Wentz. And that is incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offense guys always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Now Wentz firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Once again here on 2nd and 10. Going to throw right side here, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Throwing on 2nd down, Daniel. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read. Better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
3rd and long, it's Daniel. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Ryan Matthews from 13 yards out. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Matt Forte. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And here's a look at the starting offense. On 2nd down, Forte. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough job to contain them.
Here's Pettit. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Connor Barwin coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. On 4th down, the Jets turn things over to Locke Edwards to punt it. Back deep is Darren Sproles. Now Sproles. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And now offensively, Philadelphia coming back out. Earlier we discussed Carson Wentz in the quarterback position, but, you know, unless something changes drastically, Philadelphia is going to end this year without a 1,000-yard rusher and without a 1,000-yard receiver.
Yeah, they want to make sure they really work on their offensive line. They've had a few injuries there and had to shift some guys around. They had a guy that they lost earlier in the season. It was a big part of what they do. And they also want to make sure that they have a running back that can stay healthy. And you know that that's not easily done in this league. But Ryan Matthews, if he does stay healthy, he's always a candidate to break 1,000 yards. Remember those days of LaShawn McCoy and Jeremy Maclin both going over 1,300 yards? They're looking for that again.
Yeah, 2014, both of those guys over 1,000. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Now Daniel on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. It's a gain of 20 that time. And the Eagles are going to have a first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
To throw is Daniel. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slam. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter is starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it, now the confidence is starting to rise.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It's a loss of 4, and now it's second and goal.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Darren Sproles from 13 yards out. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Now, after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. As the Jets file back on the field for the next offensive series, let's look ahead. What does his team need to adjust in the offseason? Because you know there's going to be a lot of questions from that fan base and the front office.
Well, so much attention is paid to the defense, and rightly so, because they have some big-time players over there. You talk about Muhammad Wilkerson and Sheldon Richardson, and last year their first-round pick, Darren Lee, at linebacker. So many guys who can play, but they weren't as cohesive this year as many would have thought. They want to see if they can get that magic back, because when they turn those guys loose, and maybe my favorite player there is Leonard Williams, they can really be a dominating defense.
On first down, this is Forte. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you? Now, coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On the counter, Forte. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on third.
Thinking pass all the way.
And he motions the wide receiver. Petty now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Down the numbers. There he goes. throws. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Short throw pick-6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for. And take it. And New York set to take the field. And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
Now it's the backup Fitzpatrick. Drops it underneath to Forte. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side. A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. All right, as we sit here right now, let's look after Week 15 teams that are in. Seahawks clinching NFC West, NFC East Cowboys in, AFC West Raiders, and then, of course, the Patriots out of the AFC East. Who do you like?
I tell you what, it's still hard for me to go against the Patriots, even though we know that Gronk won't play throughout the playoffs. They know how to adjust better than any team in football. But Dallas, I know people want to find a way to knock them out of this deal. I think that youth will be served for Dallas. And what Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott are giving them, I think the rest of the team is feeding off of it.
One team I didn't mention maybe that could make some noise, who?
I would say Green Bay, because they still have a chance to win the NFC North in a showdown possibly with Detroit in the final week of the season. The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now, when you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back, you're seeing the play in front of you. So if a man wanders into your area, guess what? Now it goes from zone to man-to-man coverage in many cases. And on this particular play, able to see the play in front of him, react to it, and knock the ball away. Gotta like what you just saw there, if you like zone defense.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory.
Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So out now come the Jets. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll try to run with Forte. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2.
To me, this isn't even a question. I think that they'll go. When they have a chance to put a dent in the lead.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Screen pass to Sproles. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there just before halftime. 64 yards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Wentz now on first down. Flush to his right. Trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Taking a shot here for Marshall. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. On the return, it's Jalen Marshall. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And New York set to take the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. In motion, Anunwa. The play clock's running down. Now a play fake here on first down. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And they're going to speed things up here.
3, 3, 3, 3.
They come up in an offset eye. Fitzpatrick to throw it. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down Eagles. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Wentz going to throw, and this is going to be incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah. I like that. Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. They'll come out in the pistol. To throw is Fitzpatrick. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And Folk's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A good first down call as the screen play gets them 9. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And now they're in the hurry-up. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Wentz to throw again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. To throw is Wentz. He's got time in the pocket. Now he steps away. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up on a great one, Darrelle Revis. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now Fitzpatrick steps away to his left. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw, Fitzpatrick. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. On play action, Fitzpatrick taking a shot here for Marshall. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
On third down, Fitzpatrick. He gets it here to Peak. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Desperation time. Fitzpatrick on fourth down. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. They come out here in the eye. First and goal at the 3-yard line now. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. And quickly, they get to the line. Offense working with a second and goal now from the 3. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Matt Forte taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Let's go!
Wentz will try again on second down. Being chased out left. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side instead of running.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the safety, Calvin Pryor. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner?
Oh, wide open, complete, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Enunwa 65 yards. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Time running out here on the play clock. Fitzpatrick going to throw for it. That's caught. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This is taken near the 13. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he fends him off. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it's a second down. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup. When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there. Get that.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second and short.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Second down, just 1 yard to go. Shift together here from the D-line. They come out here in the I. Play clock winding down. Fitzpatrick now going to give to Forte. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go play action here on first down. Surveying the field. He's going to float this one. And this is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. On for the extra point is Folk. And that will make this a 4-point game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Shreds the tackle. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Time
starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Pass incomplete. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Once again here on 2nd and 10. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground. It didn't go in the other direction.
Now Wentz on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Desperation time for Daniel on 4th. And he hits his man, Matthews. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Sheldon Richardson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Back to throw. And Matthews has it right side. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll look to throw. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That is caught at the 7. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz with time running out. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. He's back to throw. Drops it underneath to Forte. It's a 4-yard pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw. Now a desperate. He's got a man. Complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Fitzpatrick. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Leonis McKelvin. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
And they'll try to close it out now. Wentz to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just...
It's so important to find players you can really commit to in these first few rounds. You'd hate to have to readdress these same positions later on. The Bears have been represented here already. It wouldn't be a shock to see a second come off the board here. Oh, and that's a key upgrade right there. He's versatile, athletic, and a big upgrade over what they had. Does this pick fill a big need? I'm not so sure that it does, but it is at least a slight improvement over what they had in place. So, with a handful of starters already nailed down, you have to ask yourself, maybe not a huge upgrade over what they had already, but they're certainly building up some depth there. Oh, no need to worry about this guy. Just plug him right into a starting role, and he'll be a massive upgrade. These middle rounds are where your decisions can really impact your team, because if you pass on certain positions, there's no guarantee you're going to see him again. Yeah, here's a spot where the fan base would be clamoring for a skill player. But do you listen to him or go after someone who can help you up front? Boy, it's finger-crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. And with time running short, you've got to hope some guys fall into your lap, or you could be left with some real holes on your roster. Whoever's making the final decision here might have a coordinator in each year. Do you go offense or defense? The Vikings have already been heard from in this draft. Now, here's a chance to have a second player go. Tough call here. Do you try and get tougher up front or get yourself a player in what we call a skill position? And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way. Yeah, I don't think you needed a crystal ball to see that pick coming. That's all about loyalty and familiarity right there.
All right, Larry, hope everyone is settled in for a great Draft Champions contest. Here, lucky to witness it, I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. These guys that you see on your screen, they won't be witnessing, they will be participating in what should be an excellent game. Let's get down to the field. It's time for kick. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Prescott looks to throw on first. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That could be a downside of putting together a team in Draft Champions Week 1. It's early. You might have some of these mistakes.
You're exactly right, because it does take time to build chemistry, trust, right? Understanding where guys are going to be. And I think that's what led to the interception. They just don't know each other well enough yet. That should build up as the season goes on.
Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterbacks, so you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker. And on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball, and he made a nice tackle.
On On second down, here's Griffin. It's caught. Michael Pruitt. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Throwing now, Griffin on first down. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now they send the tight end in motion left. They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on first and goal.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football.
Down under pressure, they got him again. Quan Alexander in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. So from outside the red zone now after the sack, a long 3rd and goal. 3rd and long. It's Griffin. And this is going to be incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's 4th down. Now the Ravens bring out the field goal unit here. This from 42 yards out. And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And the Ravens strike first and 3's him. So, of course, they wanted to find the end zone, but when you go on the road and your first drive results in points, I think you're pretty happy.
You have to be, because you've taken it to the home team in this case. And while you may not have shut up the home crowd, you've quieted them down a little bit. Good way to start.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Try some trickery here with Allen. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. second down following the run. They'll try to throw now. Prescott going for the deep ball. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Hill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now here come the Ravens. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Todd Gurley, a 12-yard touchdown grab, and the Ravens will extend their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt. A second down throw for Prescott. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Play action now. Prescott. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
And they pick up the first down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on 3rd down or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
He dumps it down to Ingram. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Prescott to throw on 4th. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looks pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side. Here's Griffin, forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And they went big on 1st down. Proves unfruitful. They were looking for Marshall that time, and it's 2nd down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Final play of the half, it's Griffin. They got a man, it's Woods. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That goes for a gain of 31. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. Six yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Another carry now for Gurley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Play action. Now Griffin. Backing up. He's going to let this one go deep. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, But the other guys help. And a loose football. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He's got it, and it's 17-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores.
And got his man complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 59 yards. They'll come out in the pistol. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Thank you, Larry. Brandon Gaudin, along with Charles Davis here in the booth. We are set for a spectacular draft champions matchup and some spectacular talent on your screen right now. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get down to the field for kickoff. Two teams here amped and ready for football, and off we go in week 2 of Draft Champions. On the return, this is Jaquiz Rogers. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. First carry for the Hall of Famer Emmitt Smith. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Calling a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. On third down, Roethlisberger. He's got Cruz complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Fresh set of downs here. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's third down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver, and on that play, it was batted down.
He finds his target, Fuller. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
It'll go as a gain of 12, and the Raiders are going to have a first down. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Cruz has it over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on third down. Here's Roethlisberger. He's got his man Cruz. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Lawrence Timmons in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third. Now Roethlisberger. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side. After the interception, here's Griffin. Deep drop. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On the ground with a tight end. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Here's Griffin. Throws left side, complete to Brandon Marshall. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On second down, Griffin. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And the play clock's running down. From the pistol, it's Gurley. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Play action. Now Griffin. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. So out come the Raiders. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They come out here in the eye. They go back to the ground with Smith. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Let's see what they go to here on 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Now good hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
23 yards on the play.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second and goal to go now. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd and goal, here's Griffin. And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-0. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger backing up. He sets to fire deep. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped them at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe bashed it.
Super toe.
The one running back is Gurley. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. He lost 2 there. And it's third down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball. It doesn't work running the ball. And then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
And finding Pruitt. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. RG3 outside of the pocket. You know that's where he can be really dangerous with the feet or here the arm.
And that scares defenses in a big way because his ability to break ranks and still make big throws or, as you suggested, take off and go, how do you defend that when he's on his game?
On first down, it's Gurley. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They go play action. Griffin. Deep drop. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It's Kelsey on the ground. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
They'll come out in the pistol. Time running out here on the play clock. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side. Play clock winding down. Now it's Griffin. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 6 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's third down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Travis Kelce from 3 yards out, and the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Right there, the fake worked out perfectly. The holder took the ball and found his man. A perfect fake field goal. Love it.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll start the drive with a carry by Emmett. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On second down, Roethlisberger. Out on the right, this is Cruz. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly what your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off.